For this week, I chose to read an article titled How ESPN Went from Confident to Queasy on Barstool Sports. It was written by SBJ's John Urand. The article details ESPN's brief but risky and highly controversial partnership with the fairly well known Barstool Sports. I chose this article for two reasons. One being that our topic for this upcoming week is broadcasting and media, and the other being that I'm a fan of both Barstool and ESPN themselves. ESPN had been in talks for a while with Barstool to pick up one of its already existing shows called Barstool Fan Talk. The host of that, Dan Katz, better known as Big Cat, and PFT commenter, I don't recall his actual name. Both of these guys have previously been on ESPN shows like SportsCenter and a few others, and likewise, ESPN talents had appeared on Barstool shows. No backlash came from any of these, so it didn't seem too risky moving forward. ESPN executives, after strongly considering the topic, decided that the Barstool, these two Barstool employees would not reflect badly on ESPN themselves, regardless of Barstool president Dave Portnoy's prior sexist remarks about an ESPN employee named Samantha Ponder. The first episode of Barstool Van Talk, streamed through ESPN, actually went without any controversy, but regardless of that, ESPN executives and on-air talent continue to voice their displeasure. As a result of this, ultimately the partnership was canceled. As a follower of Barstool myself, I knew that this was not a great choice from the get-go. They post really controversial things on all social media. Dave Portnoy himself, the president, is a real loudmouth, doesn't hold anything back, is very often sexist. I don't agree with it per se, but I do enjoy some of the content they put out, and I know ESPN shouldn't have taken any part of this. I think this situation is a great demonstration of the fact that sports television needs to associate strictly with sports and not branch into anything controversial like they did here. Some people could become so outraged at things like this that they could maybe boycott networks as a whole. That could cause a cut in revenue to both the networks and the sports teams that maybe are sponsored by the networks or have deals with the networks. So, in my opinion, I think that these networks should stick to what they know best, and that being, broadcasting of sports and talking about just that, sports and nothing else.